In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on November 20th, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Memphis Grizzlies versus Brooklyn Nets. The Memphis Grizzlies battle the Brooklyn Nets in an inter-conference showdown on Sunday night. The Grizzlies posted a home win against the Thunder on Friday. The Nets recorded a road win against the Trail Blazers in their previous action. The Grizzlies logged a 134-124 home win against the Nets last month. Looking at the betting trends, the Grizzlies are 7-18-1 against the spread in their last 26 road games, 19-9 against the spread in their last 28 games against a team with a losing record, and 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 games following a win of more than 10 points. The Nets are 12-38-1 against the spread in their last 51 home games, 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games against a team above .600, and 5-2-1 against the spread in their last 8 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 10-4 in the last 14 meetings overall. The Grizzlies are 10-1 against the spread in the last 11 meetings in Brooklyn, and the Grizzlies are 7-0 against the spread in the last 7 meetings overall. The Grizzlies will be shorthanded again as Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. are all out, while the Nets are keeping an eye on Kyrie Irving, who is listed as questionable. The Nets are hoping guard Kyrie Irving can return to the lineup for this home matchup against the Grizzlies. Irving has not played since November 1st while serving a team-imposed suspension for refusing to say he had no anti-Semitic beliefs. The club went 4-3 without him in the lineup, but some of their losses were ugly, especially their game against the Kings when they gave up over 150 points. Although he is listed as questionable to play here, I think the Nets have turned a corner with Durant and Simmons on the floor together. Simmons scored a season-high 15 points and looked to be a lot more aggressive with his drive and kicks. He still looks afraid to take a jump shot, but with Kyrie on the verge of returning, we will see just what this Nets team can do with everyone in the lineup. It's weird seeing the Memphis Grizzlies in the big underdog role, but they're likely going to be without Morant. Meanwhile, there's a good chance Kyrie Irving returns from suspension. That's a massive swing in this contest, and it doesn't help the Grizzlies are already losing on the road by an average of 6 points. The Grizzlies are coming into this one as the team in better form, but it's going to be difficult to keep pace with all the injuries piling up. At home with the return of Kyrie, the Nets should have a pep in its step for this one. I'll lean towards the Nets to take advantage of a depleted Grizzlies team at home. So the Brooklyn Nets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Nets and Grizzlies rank in the middle of the pack in pace through the opening month of the season. Kyrie Irving has missed a significant amount of time for Brooklyn, but he is on the verge of returning. He is questionable to suit up. Ja Morant and Desmond Bane have also missed time for the Grizzlies, which lends credence to why their pace has been slowed down. Bane will be out for at least the next 2 weeks with a toe injury, and Morant tweaked his ankle late in Memphis game against the Thunder. With that said, this will be a back and forth game with Kevin Durant dropping his typical 30+, and the Nets failing to get many stops defensively. Both teams are outside the top 15 in defensive rating, and both have been working on their defensive rotations, which have not been sharp this year. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Miami Heat versus Cleveland Cavaliers. Miami will try to snap a 2-game losing streak when it travels to Cleveland on Sunday night. The Heat had rattled off 3 straight wins, but they are now coming off consecutive losses to Toronto and Washington. Cleveland was able to snap a 5-game losing skid in a win against Charlotte on Friday. Looking at the betting trends, the Heat are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 road games, 1-10 against the spread in their last 11 games against a team with a winning record, and 4-13 against the spread in their last 17 games overall. The Cavaliers are 6-1 against the spread in their last 8 home games, 8-1 against the spread in their last 9 games following a win, and 0-5 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 8-3 in the last 11 meetings in Cleveland, and the Heat are 12-4 against the spread in the last 16 meetings overall. Injuries have really caught up with the Miami Heat. They were without Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Gabe Vincent, Tyler Herro, Victor Oladipo, and Duncan Robinson in their last game against Washington, which forced head coach Eric Spoelstra to use only 7 players in that game. Kyle Lowry played a staggering 51 minutes, while 3 other starters logged 40-plus on the night as the game went into overtime. Adebayo is the only player who could make a comeback tonight. Until the injury situation improves, I can't see how the Heat can be competitive. They've lost 5 in a row on the road and are only 2-8 against the spread in their last 10 against East teams. The Cavs have also had a hard time covering the spread lately, failing to do so in their last 6 games. However, they were able to end their 5-game losing streak with a 132-122 double overtime win over Charlotte at home. Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland combined to score 75 points in that game. I expect more of the same from them tonight against Miami. As far as injuries go, the Cavs are in much better shape with only Kevin Love being doubtful with a thumb issue. Cleveland has won 8 of its last 9 games against opponents from the Eastern Conference. The spread has been set at 10.5 points because of all the Miami injuries. They've lost by 11 points only once this season, and that was against the Warriors on the road. If they get Adebayo back, they might put up a fight, but with so many injuries, I can't see it. Cleveland has beaten them twice in the last 3 meetings, by 11 and 26 points last season. So the Cleveland Cavaliers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Cleveland is 27th in pace and Miami is 25th. This should be a slower tempo game. The Cavs have struggled recently defensively against some better offensive teams, with Allen dealing with a non-COVID illness, but he should be act for this game, and Miami has been inconsistent offensively all year. Jimmy Butler has always been very good in the playoffs, but Butler is inconsistent during the regular season. The Heat don't have a player averaging more than 21 points per game. Lowry has also struggled this season, and the Heat are still trying to figure out some new lineup rotations, with Herro starting this year instead of coming off the bench as was his role last year. Cleveland is also still trying to adjust offensively to Garland being back, since he and Mitchell haven't played much together yet. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Golden State Warriors versus Houston Rockets. The Golden State Warriors travel to the Toyota Center for a Western Conference road meeting with the Houston Rockets Sunday. The Warriors climbed to 7-9 with a 111-101 win over the New York Knicks Friday. The Rockets blew an early lead and lost 99-91 to the Indiana Pacers. Golden State comes in as a heavy road favorite. The Warriors are 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 road games and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 Sunday games. The Rockets are 27-58 against the spread in their last 85 home games and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 Sunday games. The under is 5-1 in Warriors' last 7 overall. The over is 7-3 in Rockets' last 10 home games. The Warriors are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Houston and 4-1 against the spread in the last 6 meetings. The Warriors are coming into this one at full strength except for Andre Iguodala, while the Rockets have ruled out Kevin Porter Jr. and Alperen Sengun. Golden State has failed to cover the number in 10 of its last 15, and the Warriors are 2-6 against the spread in the last 8 when playing against an opponent from the Western Conference. The Warriors are giving up too many points at an average of 117 points per game, which is 28th in the NBA and allows opponents to remain close. I don't want to back the Houston Rockets as much as the next guy, but the Golden State Warriors continue to struggle defensively. They're losing games they probably shouldn't, and they lose on the road by an average of 11 points. In fact, the Warriors have yet to win a road game this season. A Warriors blowout victory would surprise nobody, but it's hard to lay this number with confidence given what we're seeing. Give me the free buckets. So the Houston Rockets to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Through the first month of play, Golden State leads the NBA in pace. They have been outstanding on offense, as they always are. However, it has been their defensive issues that have plagued them to a 7-9 record this year. They enter this game ranked 24th in defensive rating, while allowing opponents to score more than 118 points per game, ranking 29th in the league. Given their championship zeal, they will almost certainly try to fix their defensive issues, but they do not look good to start the season. Expect a high-scoring game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.